Alright, hello everybody. Today we're going to be resuming our little escapade in Gemtemple. And just as proof for you all, I do have Dwarf Therapist set up. If I go in here and I just move it up, it is set up. Right now it's not connected because it's not connected to the fort, so you're getting these bad gateway messages here and here. Just knock that down. I also have Sound Sense up. I don't know how well it's going to work. I've never messed with it much, but it is up. So we'll see how that goes. And then finally, let's go ahead and put Dwarf Fortress back up for everybody. Connect button. Let's see. Bad gateway these. And I'll just turn those off. So we're not going to have the chat pop up today, or if anybody follows or donates or anything, that's not going to pop up there. But we do have this. So because I didn't have this last time, I'm just going to go over it real quick, and I'll sort by migration wave. These are our first 7. As you can see, our miners have already gone from 5 to 14 to the Grandmasters. And yes, I would prefer to have it like this over what other people use. We've got a hunter with us. That's nice. We've got all these people I did set to farming. I like to have a huge overflow of farmers. But right now nobody can fish because everything is frozen. So we're going to get ready to set up a reservoir and a floodgate. Things for all of that. We did, however, get a good smith. So we're going to give everybody I plan to have smith some of that, and because it's not as important, blacksmithing and metal crafting will go to the people who already have other smithing skills. We've also got a legendary miner. This is the one from the other fort. I'm going to rename this one, set this nickname to Deadeye. I always have my first hunter be named Deadeye. It's just a habit of mine. We do have a legendary leather worker as well, so that'll come in handy once we start getting the leather industry set up. But all in all, we got a decent array of skills right now, so I'm going to go ahead and commit that, and then make sure that Dwarf Therapist drops down once again. Yeah, that'll work. So then come over here, and we can get started. There we go. Zoom out just a little bit. When we last left off, the lake over here had frozen solid. So there went our source of water, which we had it set up right there for it. Which also means that's now a vulnerability in the base. But that'll be getting taken care of. However, I did come down here, and as long as this last piece is set up, this will all be dammed off, so the next time winter rolls around and it freezes, the lake won't start to drain out. It'll just become kind of static. And then we got most of this level set up. The one that they're still clearing out is where our bars and gyms are going to go. We've got the basics of a workshop area set up, and all the first bedrooms, which I need to check and see. Okay, almost all of them are set, only the ones without doors are not. Why do I have a rope there? I don't know, I'll set that to be removed. Do I have a bed? I do. That would be why I misclicked at some point. So until we get the doors done for those like that. We've got chairs and stuff getting set up in here, which this one's a little backwards because I miscounted. The tables should have been like here. The chairs would have gone here instead. But I'm not going to change that at the moment because I want to make sure people have a place to sit and eat. And we've got a kitchen and still set up. And this is the bottom layer of the fortress. We haven't started to do exploratory mining further down yet. We do have the tetrahedrite, I believe. I hit the wrong button. I got used to venture mode right here. And we've got other levels with it. So we got some of that. So we can start working on getting copper and light set up. But until then, I'm just going to unpause let it go. All down over here, though, we'll set it up. Say, I don't want to block off anything over there, so set the stairs here. Let's swing around this way, and open up right there. That way we can build an airlock. If anybody wants a dwarf to be set to their nickname, just let me know. For the time being, I'm not nicknaming anybody except for Deadeye, but it would be nice to know if anybody will want that. I'm going to go back up to the first layer and watch to make sure that this gets done, because if it doesn't get done in time, I'm just going to cancel it. And I hope I set that to be made out of wood, not stone, so that someone will actually go out there soon. We have some storks and the like on the map. Let us go check our hunter, who is currently set to no job. So let me see. You've got your crossbow. Am I going to have to turn hunting off and then back on so that you... Yeah, I'm going to have to toggle their job. So I'll just go ahead and do that. And then they'll check that I've got... It's going to bug me if I don't take care of it. All the animals properly set up. The animal areas over here. Lots of kittens, lots of puppies. I hate when I have to slaughter them while they're still young, so let's hope that we don't end up with a cat explosion, because I feel bad. Cat explosions would be bad. But what I plan to do is I'm going to channel down probably about here. Actually, I can do stairs here, because channeling doesn't really work. Well, it doesn't really matter. And it would just be one extra block they don't have to mine up in order to form stairs. Yeah. And then we're going to come this way a bit, and that's going to eventually become the reservoir. Well, where it dumps the reservoir. The reservoir is actually probably going to go down a few levels and end up next to the kitchen. That way it's near where I set up the hospital. That way they're not having to go near as far for water if we have any wounded dwarves. When we have wounded dwarves, how far we'll go down before we get another up. That way, the airlock. I like to have multiple airlock layers. Do I ever not? No, none of the people we got have relevant skills for any of that. What about broker? Oh, yep. Do any of you have appraiser? You know what? Let's go check. Dwarf therapist. And we will go over to social. Nobody has appraiser. Nobody at all. So, with that in mind, we will just set this weaver here. They're being said to have the best skills for it. I'll go ahead and set them to be manager, but we're going to need the table and chairs and the like for them, and door. So that's all we're going to give them in their office. It's not going to be a good office, but an office is an office, whether it's good or not. Timberlight. That's what I've not seen before. I'm probably just being stupid and ignorant, but it's still not what I've seen before. Alright, so let's come down over here. We'll mine out about 2 steps this way. Then we'll make a little 7x7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can change the priority of this. I've never touched that before. Huh. If I hit Alt-P, it'll turn that back off. Oh, that's nice. We're actually going to change this mined area into a channel Even when we expand this area down here, up into here, except for, let's go with this front corner here, so these upstairs. Here, yeah, this can be some downstairs. Which will mean that this will be the area we're going to get water from at first, but when we expand, the kitchen will surround the little reservoir. Alright, so I'm not going to pull up the screen every time I just go and change something. I'm going to reset the hunter. Yes, we do. Share. Okay, what's that? That was Genesis! Sorry, I was watching Star Trek this weekend. I just had to make fun of that. Let's go check the lake. Come on. Yes, okay. Oh, that section has started to melt. Alrighty. Which means that the lake will melt next soon. And that also means that entire area is going to drain. So all we did was make sure that once these two froze, there would always be a path across from this side to this side, where there wasn't before, because there's a little wall bridge there, and you can move diagonally. So any invaders that show up in this area over here aren't going to have to sit and wait it out till winter or try to swim across. They're actually going to have a path. Speaking of, something I need to get set up is, not for invaders obviously, but I do need to get a depot built. I always build it outside the main wall, but this time I'll build it inside. Right there. And I guess we can make it out of orthoclase, just so that it's a nice distinct yellow. At this point, start expanding this wall. Yeah. Oh, that's our fishery that we never finished. Move that there. It's still just a meeting area. It is. So instead, let's turn the meeting area off, and we'll paint a pasture. The pigs here. We'll get us a permanent setup for the pigs soon. Okay. Nope. Autosave. Bad timing, but yeah, that's what happens. So, because that'll always take a minute, just wait it out. I forgot to change the name of the stream, so I'll go ahead and turn this to Dwarf Fortress Gemtemple. I'll say I'm streaming Dwarf Fortress. Where is it? Farm. It's gonna be slaves of Armand. Slaves 2 Armand. There we go. Maybe that'll stop confusing people. Let's see. It always takes a while to autosave. So I've got it set to back up the saves and compress the backups. So, sorry about that, but it's to make sure that if there's any major crashes, because I messed up something with raw as well as messing around, I can backpedal and fix it. And I won't lose a ton of data. Snowing on the ice again. Somebody built something on the ice. Yep, there's a colony of bumblebees on the ice. I'm sorry, bumblebees, you're gonna go away. But see where the pasture. So that's where the pasture stops. So I don't ever want to accidentally crush any of them. So we'll do right here, I think, where we shall. And it's going to raise, but it's basically just to give my military time to get to the surface instead of what's the word I'm looking for? Letting the invaders just be able to walk right in while the military is getting ready. Because I don't like doing the unless I'm doing an actual siege where I've lost access to most, if not all, of my food production, I'm trying to wait them out. I don't like just sealing myself in, which I do. I will need to build a roof. So if they have any climbing skill or flyers, it's just gonna take them. They just have to go around. But for the time being, at least, I just that tree to get chopped down. Oh nope. I believe that's one of my gathering trees. Let's cancel that. I don't have any other. Yeah, I've got a gather area set up here. However, it doesn't look like this tree. There we go. Did I set up the zoom? I did. There we go. Now I just need to go to one of these tables, make it a dining room, and right up to where the doors would be, and make it a meeting hall. And now everybody should go down there. Okay, so maple door, applewood chair, and a maple table. So that. Nobody has I can't remove. But we can set up the last of these, although I'm going to need to start digging out more at this point. Yep. I'll come down here. Need starts there. Load up rooms. I think we can fit in one extra pair on this level. We can. Not. So this will just be a little bit. Region, I guess. I could do a. No, I don't like having them that tight. It just feels raw and claustrophobic. Once we get that table and stuff set up, I'm going to go ahead and start put in one already. To construct rock doors, I'm going to tell them to make like 20. That way we just have a few spares in our pile. There's that. There's the chair. That's what we needed. Like that to our manager, and come into the mobile screen. Yep. It's a meager office, but an office is still an office. Go ahead and set these two offices to be smooth. Get rid of that. And then, so this is going to take a little bit of work. One more set of those. Up to here. So, here. Now I just need to put in an order for some mechanisms. If I even built the mechanics workshop, I'll have to check that. Make 10 of those. And floodgate. I guess I'll also make it out of rock. That way it takes, if building destroyer gets down there, it takes a little bit more time to destroy. Because I do think it takes time to destroy them. Could be wrong, but I don't know. For sure. I don't know everything. I don't want to know everything. Knowing everything would be a horrible part. Oh. Do not. I missed one. Not quite there. Damn. So we're going to have to deal with low FPS. If anyone does have an issue with my language, just let me know. I've said it before, but I'll keep saying it because, I don't want to alienate viewers just because of the way I talk. Now, if anyone doesn't care, well, that's great. I won't have to change the way I talk. Some people might get mad at me for wanting to do that, but I plan on doing this as a job, and when it's a job, just like jobs where you don't employ yourself, basically, you have to be sensitive to the customer's needs. It's basically customer service, though it's not exactly the same. It's close enough that I might as well consider it while I'm working on things instead of bed. Is my hunter hunting? Let's check. Your item in stockpile. I forget to commit. Not. So why aren't you holding a crossbow? Nope, you are holding a crossbow. I just missed it. And you've got your quiver. Do it. So, I don't know if there's any way to check if there's anything inside the quiver, but for the time being, Sir Hunter here is going to have most of his hauling turned off. Animal hauling, yes. Food hauling, yes. Furniture, yes. Item, no. Vehicles, yes. Refuse, yes. Stone, definitely. Trade goods, no. Water, no. Wood, yes. Cleaning, yes. Construction, deconstruction, yes and yes. Levers, no, leave your levers on. And I have an alchemy thing here to turn on, but I've never messed with alchemy, so I'll have to look up that. Did I turn refuse off? I did. That might be allowing him to haul the corpse. So, burial, that's why I'm leaving those on. But hopefully, that'll get him hunting when there's things to hunt, which there are storks, so he just has to get the drop on them. Sorry about any silent parts. I'm used to playing, like, with most games, I'll talk to myself anyway, so that makes this a little bit easier. And having someone who can respond makes it even easier. But with Dwarf Fortress, I'm used to playing it almost entirely silently. And if the volume or myself get too loud, just let me know and I'll adjust it. Okay. So let me just make sure I'm actually using the right microphone. I am. Because the light on this top part is on, I don't know why. Because that's not the mic I'm using. I'm not recording webcam footage right now. I don't know. It's being a little bit weird. Sound sense is working. I don't know how well it's working, but it's working. I don't know how to adjust anything inside of Sound Sense. It's probably something to do with the command lines, but it worked. Come on, that last part just needs to unfreeze now. I want to be out of the 70 FPS zone. Go back down here and we'll see if they've done any of this. No, they haven't. Do it already. I want a reservoir set up that way we aren't potentially crippled every time the winter comes along. Just gonna do a little bit of exploratory mining down here to see if this is a cavern layer level yet. I might still miss it at that point, but that's as far as I'm willing to go. We'll go ahead and set up an order for like 20 beds. Yes, we do have a mechanics workshop. At it. Let's go ahead and set my manager can also be my... No. Wow, I don't want to have 3 people in the same job, so never mind. So I'll just wait to get a bookkeeper for the time being. Go ahead. Just... do these doors for the butcher shop, because people get disgusted by seeing that. Get one set up there. What are you making? Door. The... Doop, 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 doop. Oh, wait, hold on. Oops. There we go. Just there. So now all the random gemstones just lying about will start to get moved. Set up an order for some bins. You always need bins. You always need bags. You always need barrels. It doesn't seem to matter how much you make them. For bins for the time being. We got a good amount of wood. That part melted in, it has. So. Hopefully it won't take too much longer for this to all even out. You can see it rippling in that direction. What was that growing here? Prickleberries and raspberry bushes. Yeah, I grow some parsnip. I want to grow some parsnip yet. Something I forgot to do. If I want to set up a paper industry or a book industry of any kind, I'm going to need the right plant. Hemp, ropeweed, I think it's called, or something along those lines. You can use it with pigtails, which is what I'm doing, I believe. Not got any more farm set up yet? Oh, that's gonna be bad. Yeah, that's gonna be bad. We're going to need to come down over here. This place. It's good. Do that. And get a farm set up on this level. It's a little high up there, but it should be safe as long as the airlock system works. And it usually works, for me anyway, so... Let's see what you now think of your office. Now it's just an office. Jedi doing storing an item in a bin. What? Did I not... What? No. We've got burial. We've got normal item hauling. Turn that off. We've got refuse hauling. Trade goods and water. Okay. Hopefully you'll start hunting soon. I wish I could set a priority on jobs. But I don't think there's a way to do that. So, are miners doing anything? No, they're just hauling something, I guess. Of course. Stupid dwarves. Do what I tell you. No, not there. Over there. Sorry, I like to pick on the dwarves. Because they're idiots. Yeah, alright. This also means that we'll be able to seal the caravans in with us. And use them to our advantage during a fight. If they all die, oh well. I just need